Well, this, of course, is the airport, but I'm here because I'm doing something I've wanted to do for ages. There is now a walkway and a cycleway that goes from the airport round the corner to Playa Honda, where you can turn right towards Puerto del Carmen or turn left towards Playa Honda and Arrecife. And I'm going to cycle it today to Puerto del Carmen and stop along the way and show you what we can see on the route. Now, as you exit the airport, and there are a surprising number of people who are walking with their cases, the beautifully tarmacked cycleway, which you can see here, runs alongside the main dual carriageway. So my guess is we're going to go down here about 1 kilometre or so before we turn right towards the seafront at Playa Honda. You actually get a great view of the apron from here, and it's a Monday, by the way, and it's pretty quiet at the airport, so maybe Monday's a good day to avoid queues. There's a Ryanair not on an air bridge. A couple of aircraft, one of which is an Aer Lingus on the air bridge. There's a private jet out there, which you can probably see. Don't know who that belongs to. And beyond that, the tanker that pumps aviation fuel into the airport tanks from offshore. So we'll carry on down this lovely tarmac. If you like aircraft spotting, this is just a wonderful place to be, because we're right in line with the end of the runway here. Unfortunately, there's no traffic coming in or out at the moment, so I can't show you, but I know lots of people go down the far end, the Playa Honda end, and it gets quite crowded down here, but down there, but up here, I'm the only person here, and it's lovely. I just wish something was taking off for you so that I could film it. I will check Flight Radar 24 in a sec, just to see if there's anything coming in, and if there is in the next 10 minutes or so, I'll hang around here. Well, I checked Flight Radar 24 and there is literally nothing inbound to Lanzarote, and there's nothing with the transponder working on the ground, which means they're not in the process of taking off. So I'm going to carry on down the tarmac, and maybe we'll catch something at the other end. From the main road at the top, the path follows a right-hand turn, which has brought us down into the edge of Playa Honda. There's a Binter aircraft that's just going to take off from there. He'll be going off in a minute. And these are the works for the new kind of, what do they call it? Urban park, that's it. So that's the work going on the construction of the new urban park here in Playa Honda. You can see all the parking already prepared for it. There's very little wind today, so I presume that the Binter we're looking at now was given permission to take off the other way, so that he can get on his way to Gran Canaria or Tenerife, wherever he's going, or she is going now. They're great fun to fly in, those little advanced turbo props. They've got high wings, so you get fantastic views from the windows. And it's just like using a bus, really, to travel to the other islands from here aboard them. Let's carry on down. So this section of path now will take us straight down to the seafront in Playa Honda. Well, we're exactly 2 kilometres now since we left the airport around the corner there. And followed it all the way around the outside edge to here, and that has brought us to the ocean front in Playa Honda. As I mentioned before, we're going to hang a right here and follow along the side of the runway, and we're going to end up in Puerto del Carmen. I did see an Aer Lingus, or that Aer Lingus we saw earlier, going to the end of the runway for a takeoff. I keep saying the wrong way, that's not correct, but the less usual way. So I'm going to hang on here for a moment. In fact, you can probably hear the engine spooling up now. Here it comes. let's head on round. Now this section brings you down along the side of the runway. We're looking at the Playa Honda beach there. I mentioned before it's a public holiday, so the beaches are quite busy with locals today. You can see the Arrecife Gran Hotel in the distance. I can see it, you probably can't, but there's a cruise ship out there as well. But the beaches in this area, all down here, are beautiful, very lovely golden sand. Around the corner from here is a dog beach, and beyond the dog beach is a naturist beach, so you might see some naked people on it. We'll carry on down the path now. Now I've stopped here to give you a sense of the distance down here, and we've basically travelled, well, I haven't quite got to the end yet, the whole length of the runway, and the runway is not far short of 2 kilometres long. So it's a fair old ride, stroke walk, from where you turn to Playa Honda to this part. And I'm not at the end yet, but I will film again when we get to the end, where everyone stands around to watch the aircraft taking off and landing. We're now at the other end of the runway, and we've done 4 kilometres, so it's a 4 kilometre walk to this point from the airport, or cycle of course. And this area is where everyone hangs out to watch the aircraft taking off and landing. Of course it's backwards today, so they're probably not getting the best pictures. Those are the threshold lights for the runway. And we'll carry on round the corner now to Matagorda. We're 5 kilometres in from the airport, and we've come round to Matagorda, or the beginning of it. And we've got lovely tarmac again. There's just a short section back there which uses stones. It's not very comfortable to ride on, but the rest of it's been beautiful tarmac. We're at the first of the small Matagorda beaches. You can see the big one around the corner in the distance there. But that's been a really, really pleasant ride, and it's part of the Ironman run course. So anyone who's done Ironman here knows this route very well. We've come further round to the main beach at the back of the Lava Beach Hotel. And you saw Aussie's Bar, which I know is a very popular place down here, with people who visit and enjoy Matagorda. Beach looks very enticing today, very enticing indeed. We've come around the corner to Los Pocios now, so it's 7 kilometres from the airport to this point. Obviously there's another 6 kilometres of Puerto del Carmen to go along the strip. But I'm actually parked in the car park there at Costa Mar, so I'm going to bring it to an end there. But that's really quite an interesting cycle stroke walkway you can use, so I'll certainly do a write-up on that. Hope you've enjoyed that short video from Lanzarote on a Fiesta Monday. Bye for now.